having a drink?
I think it's, I feel like that's where this is headed.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our favourite moments when Allison Hammond caused chaos.
Yeah, so I'm going to add some stuff. There we go.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Botched competition.
That must be the wrong person. It must be the wrong person.
We're going to try your doorbell.
Let me knock the door.
Allison's frequently sent out to talk to members of the public and tell them they've won competitions, including the moment when she was sent to someone's house only for Holly and Philip to ring the wrong person. This wasn't Allison's fault at all. She had the right address, but Philip and Holly were given the wrong phone number.
You have just won yourself £5,000. How does that sound?
Great. Yeah, what's that for then?
Well, the thing is a bit weird.
We couldn't hear their audio after it went to Allison, who explained the mix-up and apologised to the woman they'd called by accident. ITV later gave that woman £1,000 to compensate her for the incident, which she seemed happy enough with, even though it wasn't hand-delivered by Allison and the cash cow.
We called the wrong person. We should have called you.
Right.
So there's a lovely lady out there who hasn't won. Sorry about that, love. But you have?
Number 9. Diddly squat.
Are they going to hurt me?
No. Let us lick you.
Oh, no, I don't want to be licked.
In this clip, Allison was sent not to talk to the public, but to talk to Jeremy Clarkson and his fellow farmers. She got to meet 3 of Clarkson Farm's biggest names, with Lisa and Caleb also taking time to chat to her and show her the ropes. From being deathly afraid of cows, to drinking some of Lisa's not entirely legal farm-brewed whiskey, she caused chaos wherever she went.
Buzz!
Even the cows were thrilled to see her, while Caleb was just as cynical about Jeremy's farm managing skills as you'd expect if you'd seen the show. How long will it be until Allison retires from This Morning and starts making Hammond's farm for ITV?
Am I not going to sink in?
Yeah, you probably will, but it's not that bad.
I didn't think I'd go that deep.
Number 8. Tom Cruise.
You're up against a female unstoppable force of nature, but that's enough about me, babes. Let's talk about the mummy.
The first of Allison's run-ins with Hollywood that we'll be talking about. In this interview to promote the 2017 reboot of The Mummy, Tom Cruise was in the hot seat. She starts off strong, grilling Cruz about why the reboot had gone for a female mummy this time, and what it was like for him to work on such an iconic series.
I was the only one in the cinema.
How can they put you in the cinema
on
by
my
yourself?
own.
Why did they do that? They just
the most
put
scary
you there. It's like you're there by yourself.
Well, if you're
no
gonna
one to hold on. You want to go to a movie. Like
I need
this
to do that.
with other people. You want to go.
She quickly shocked him though, by explaining that she'd been given an exclusive premiere when she was the only person in attendance. Finally, she convinces him to let her practice an audition with him, reproducing an iconic scene from Jerry Maguire.
Come on, one more.
Show me. Show me.
That's it.
Show
you
me
got
the
it.
mummy.
Show me the mummy.
Yes.
Number 7. Dog wedding.
Without further ado, could I ask the congregation to stand as the bride prepares to make her entrance down the aisle?
Do Brits love our dogs too much? If we do, this woman may be a prime example, because she turned up on This Morning to marry her beloved golden retriever, Logan. She said that after a lifetime of being unlucky in love, Logan was the real love of her life.
If any persons here present has a bone of contention as to why they may not be joined together, I will now pause.
So, ITV put on a wedding for her, and who better to officiate than Allison Hammond? She was given a script full of puns and jokes by the producers, and it was a struggle to get through.
Do you, Elizabeth, take Logan to be your very own pedigree chum, to take for walkies from this dog forward?
It may not have been entirely Allison's fault that nobody could keep a straight face, since the situation was so absurd. They say that laughter is contagious.
I pronounce you now as dog and woman. Amazing!
Number 6. Bridgetton. In this clip, She was dispatched to the studio of mega hit Bridgetton to tour the set and talk to its stars ahead of Series 3.
So you guys should run outside, you get the footman to lock the door, sit in the throne.
You're all over this, aren't you?
Wow, you've really...
already thought about it.
2 moments from the tour stood out, though. The first was when she was scheming with Nicola Coughlan and Luke Newton about how she could sneak into the show and get some photos sitting in Queen Charlotte's throne. The second moment was when she talked to Claudia Jessie, and Claudia showed her how they used to dance during the Regency, in scenes that very nearly got too lurid for daytime.
Should we dance today just to celebrate?
Who's leading?
Do you know what? You can lead because you...
I think this is
you're straight in there! Should we just do this off the camera? I'm going to lead you now.
Perhaps we'll one day see Allison Hammond as a proper Bridgerton love interest.
What a pleasure, oh my gosh. Maybe we'll have an intimacy scene.
Number 5. Home hacks.
Jeez, I'm just thinking about all the boiling water going all over the place.
No, but that's the sink, remember?
Yeah, no, but you've got your hands in the side of the pan.
That's a really good point. I didn't really assess that very well.
They were laughing before she even started speaking in this segment, as Alison arrived in the This Morning kitchen to talk about her shortcuts to being a domestic goddess. She began poorly by not remembering that spaghetti is traditionally made with boiling water, and then by trying to grate a room temperature stick of butter.
I think you peaked at lemon.
No, I haven't peaked yet.
And then, finally, she brings out her showstopper: how to make a t-shirt out of an old pair of leggings.
Now, here's the piece de la resistance.
The what?
The priest's dinner resistance.
That's the one.
It goes slightly better than everybody was expecting, as Holly says, but yet again we have a handful of hacks that are at best pointless, and at worst, dangerous. Don't pour boiling water over your hands.
It's like a glove. And there you have it. A beautiful t-shirt.
Dude, that's actually better than I thought it was going to be.
Number 4. Garden centre.
What are you laughing at?
Buddy.
When you said horticulture, how can you say horticultural?
Horticultural.
Horticultural.
We were still somewhat early in the pandemic, but garden centres and some other places began reopening in May 2020, so Alison Hammond was sent off to talk about her newfound love of gardening. Immediately though, she couldn't stop laughing, largely because Schofield had used the word horticulture.
Let me tell you about what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
So I've come out and about, and I've come to Malbic's Garden Centre because obviously I need my garden to go to that next level.
After talking for a while about how bleak the lockdown had been for many small businesses, they moved on to a more exciting topic: what Alison was going to buy to plant in her garden next. Back in the studio, they were loving the mayhem, as she agreed to pick up everything he recommended.
Well, listen, let me get rid of this lot and we'll carry on shopping. Listen, guys, I'm going to carry on shopping for me garden. Back to you in the studio. I've got things to do, do you know what I mean? Also, I'm going to bang this in his ear. I think I like this tree. Hello, lovely. Keep your 2 distance meters, please.
Number 3. Pisa.
There's the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which is so iconic. So we've obviously got... Oh, my gosh, we haven't got a permit. Listen, guys, we're in Pisa. We're not allowed to film here.
It's not often that somebody almost gets arrested live on daytime TV, but leave it to Alison Hammond to do just that. She was sent to Pisa as part of a Cruz giveaway and was reporting live from the Leaning Tower, except that they didn't have the right permits. So the Italian police turned up.
Somewhere where you've got a permit. She's coming back. She's coming back.
Go.
What is she like?
They got in front of the cameras to tell her off, and the feed cut back to the studio. But when they kept filming, she was left running away and going into hiding in a nearby hotel.
Are you okay?
Guys, my holiday has turned into the Bourne Identity.
It was one of the most ridiculous things we'd seen on This Morning, with Holly Willoughby unable to get her lines right afterwards. Number 2. Brownies.
Look at the oven behind you.
No,
It does the same
I didn't
thing.
realise that our ovens do that.
Yeah.
I genuinely was like, where is the door?
While she now co-presents Bake Off, Alison's baking journey began back on the Celebrity Edition, where she baked her now famous brownie recipe. Prue Leith loved the brownies, so Alison decided to share them properly on This Morning. bringing her trademark madness to the proceedings.
And then, if you want to, you could add a little teaspoon of baking powder. But I've actually forgotten that before, and it really didn't make a difference. So I don't know what actually baking powder actually does.
You can tell she's not used to presenting and cooking live, though few people are, when she takes too long to start, and then, somehow, forgets to add the eggs.
As you can see, it's a little bit dry. It's not normally. It's not normally this dry, but you know what? With cooking and me, I just
You haven't put any eggs in it.
She advises that you might not even need the baking powder, because she's forgotten to add that before too, and it's been fine, and then gets rushed to finish the recipe by Schofield. Number 1, Bladeunner.
Bleak, dystopian, an absolute nightmare, to be honest with you. That's just my interviewing techniques.
By far the most famous Alison Hammond moment was this internationally viral interview with Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford.
Are you a fan of the original?
Never seen it.
I appreciate your candor.
The duo were doing press for Blade Runner 2049, and she was sent along to talk to them, doing her usual technique of mixing things up for the Hollywood stars to alleviate the boredom of doing a junket. Gosling breaks immediately, especially when she admits she hasn't even seen the original film, and eventually decides to walk off set and let Alison have Harrison Ford to herself.
You guys need help with the cameras? Can I...
They clearly didn't know who she was or what This Morning is, but were just along for the ride. Finally, they get a tagline for the film out and end the interview.
He said, "Would you be interested?" I said,
How much?
"Show me the money." No, I said, "Show me the script." Anyway.
Let us know which celebrity you think breaks the people around them the most.
Also, I'm going to bang this in his ear. I think I like this tree. Hello, lovely. Keep your 2 distance meters, please.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.